Hello everybody, welcome to the sound test room. Today we are taking a look, taking my first look at the new Reason 14 update. So Reason 14, I have to say, hands down, the absolute best version of Reason ever. I'm not the only one to say this, neither. Most people are. In fact, I haven't really found a negative review. Everything about this is great. So you have many, obviously, if you're a Reason user, if you're familiar with Reason, you're going to see immediately it looks different. We have this new dark color scheme. Without going into super deep detail, which obviously I couldn't do because I don't know enough about it yet, because I like to learn by using stuff. Unless I'm looking for a specific problem, then I'll search the manual. But we're just going to take a good look around at what's going on. Okay, so track panel. This is the biggest thing for me. This is brilliant. Now you don't have to leave the sequencer to do anything at all. Whereas before you'd have to go into the rack system here. You know, everybody knows the rack system, right? It's how Reason was for years and years and years. It's a big part of how Reason works. And you can still tap behind the back and go and see all the, cabling and stuff like that. That's fine, no problem. But this is per channel now. So if I go to, say, this one, which says brushes, this is the drums. Okay, you'll see we get a whole new rack. And then if I go to this guitar Angelic, which is a NNXT instrument, you'll see we have a whole new thing. We also have this brand new reverb, this RV9 reverb station. This is great. This is. And at first of all, I was thinking this is supposed to be like a top end reverb, right? Does everything sort of thing. It looks like this before you open a little drop down panel, by the way. It's got like room, hall, arena, cathedral, and then these are the normal kind of spaces. Then you've got some stranger spaces, spectral, granular. I was thinking, oh, no shimmer, no shimmer. Reason's kind of lacking in shimmer reverbs. However, for every single one of these, you do have a shimmer. So you have this shimmer here, you can turn it on and you can have it one octave down, a fourth, a fifth, an octave. And then you've got an EQ for the reverb as well. And then you've got deeper control here. You've got pre-delays, stuff like that for the reverb and all that. And beat sync or free runnings. We're on free running at the moment. Now we're on beat sync. And you've got a kill switch. Right. So I'm going to take a look at this one as well. Now, this is my bass guitar sort of thing. So like I said, we've got the track panel now. So I'm going to open track panel and you'll see for every single track, now you get the rack displayed here and you can just go into the instrument directly. So open the rack. You can add effects in. Just click on add effect and blah, blah, blah. Or you can go to your normal effects and you could say, oh, well, I'll go and find the effect that I want to use. Of course, you can use your AUV3s and stuff, but we'll stick with the Reason internal devices for this video. You could put on a scream distortion, and it's literally as easy as just drag and drop this stuff in, right? I'm going to go to a utilities here and put in a gain tool on this. Just drop it in here. And then that'll be the last one. And if I want to alter this, I can just click on this and there it is in my rack again. So awesome stuff. So it's very, very easy. Now you can also, I'll open this rack again. You can also go to the old version of the rack where you see everything at the same time. We have our other racks here as well. So this is how, again, it used to work. So you just have more real estate here where all your racks are visible. But however, I think the single column is much easier to get your head around and to keep organized and controlled. Let's just play this little loop I've got going on here. So in this one, I am using, let's open it up here. I'm using Reason drum kits. The brushes kit. I've done my own mix and stuff, and I'm using the drum sequencer to actually play it. And I've got a Audiomatic on here. But I've got it on a tape setting. very nice. And then I've got a gain tool at the bottom, which isn't really doing anything. So. Then on this channel here, I have the bass player, so the electric bass. Which is very, very good. And I'm using the Fender fretless, but I could go with a K hollow body, Stingray 5 fretless, jazz bass, precision, awesome stuff. And I've got no other effects on the bass at all. Right. So let's have a look at this channel, which I've set up. This channel, there's quite a lot going on this, so I shall open up the channel. This has got an NNXT and it's doing this angelic guitar. And then I have the new reverb station on here. And then I have a quartet chorus ensemble. And it was on Bucket Brigade, which is very, very nostalgic kind of chorusing, like a univibe effect. But I think for this particular thing, it's just this FFT. It's nice. Yeah, I like the basic chorus for this one. So that's that. I haven't actually even recorded anything with this yet, so let's just quickly slap something in there, shall we? Now, I'll show you something else, what it's also had. Let's just forget this for a moment, okay? In fact, I'm going to save the track, so because I could work on it some other time, so save. So that's kind of you've seen the new features. You haven't seen the new mixer. The new mixer, says Bond, the new mixer, the new mixer, right, is awesome. Now, it hasn't actually changed, but the color has changed. It's now, because you couldn't do this before, it now has the dark mode and it looks stunning. Let's have a look at the mixer. I'll open up here. Here you go. And I will just go full screen with that. As full as you can go because the mixer's huge. But look how cool that is. That's lovely, isn't it? That's really, really nice now. And it's really pleasing. It's pleasing to the eye and it's pleasing to work inside the mixer. It's not bright. It's perfect. It matches the actual rest of it properly as well. And if I close the mix up a little bit as well, if we choose one of these sections to edit, don't worry, I'm going to get back to what I was saying in a sec. If I just go to edit area now, it brings up this whole sequence edit area where we can scroll around and we can change what we do. And we've got our zoom ins and zoom outs and stuff like that you can do. Awesome stuff. All the stuff you kind of could do, but now it just does it loads better and it's easier. Everything is easier now, and there's no problem at all. Obviously, you can choose what type of track you add. So if I'll drop that down. Actually, here we go. And bosh, you can have an audio track folder. I'll show you track folders now as well. Track folder or added instruments. Now, if you've got a project that is absolutely massive, like you've got tons and tons of tracks, that was it. Previously, you were stuck with all your tracks. You could make them smaller. You can kind of drag this stuff out and make it smaller and stuff like this, right? You can do that, but there was no way to kind of group tracks. Now we have the ability to create group tracks, which is really cool. So if we add a track here, and we shall add track folder, right? Now, track folder, there's the track folder. We can rename the track folder as well. So say, for example, you've got a big load of drums, for example, or guitars or what have you, and you want to group them all into a folder. This is super simple. All we need to do is drag them in. So we'll just pick this one up and put it in, and it'll add it to the folder, look, see? And we'll do the same with this one, the bass, and we'll do the same with the drums. And now we've got these three added to the track folder, and you'll see we've got a representation of what's going on. And of course we can click on this and we can choose a track color for the track folder, okay, like you can with any other tracks. Now you can close it up and you're free to carry on. However, your track will still play completely normally. Okay, we can open it up and look at all our instruments and stuff. So it's only for holding tracks. That's all it does. It won't affect anything else. Like you can't route signals into the track folder as an entire thing, sort of thing. It's just a way of, basically it's a way of completely keeping your project tidy when you've got loads of tracks going on. Right, let's create a brand new project. We can do this super simples. Let's go file and just let's go new, and it will make a new project for us. Here we go, very quick. And this is your default kind of project. So this is what I show you, and this is particularly handy if you make ambient music or music that has a lot of sustained notes or chords. This is perfect, right? So let's do this. I am going to, I'll add another instrument just for fun because I like adding instruments. So go to devices and we'll go to instruments. And like I said, I will stick with Reason's internal instruments. Let's just use the algorithm FM synth and just add it here to underneath this, same as normal. And there we go. And it will select the instrument for us. So let's open this up and choose some sort of pad sound. Okay, this will do it. So now we've got this very nice pad. So, right, let's make sure we do something with nice, long, sustained. And just for fun, let's put the new reverb on here and just use a patch as well. So I'm going to just go straight into effects here. And we can access our utilities here and also our players. Let's just go into effects and look for our new reverb, RV9 reverb. Bosh. People were asking why it's called RV9 as well, and Reason said it's because there's, I think, 9 algorithms, 8, 9, yes. So there's 9 basic albums, so reverb 9, nice and simple, easy to understand. Let's, like I said, don't forget you can open up this bottom bar, but let's just choose some sort of preset, shall we? And let's open this. Maybe a, oh, here we go. Okay. Right, so close this down and I will record a few bits and pieces. Nothing's looped, so I can go on for as long as I like. In fact, yeah, I'll just go for a little bit. Okay, so not ages. Well, there we go. 1, 2. Okay, so let's stop, just drag that back to there, put loop on, and it's not, I haven't even quantized it, look, see, but I could quantize it all to 1/16, and you'll see it'll slightly moved, or I could switch quantize record on, so the next time I record something, it will be, you know, quantized to whatever you set it up as. Okay, let's just open this up so we can see the whole thing. Now, in the old days, what would happen is this. Let's just see if it. Let's see, because there's a way to do this. All right, so I'm gonna see if they've left it like the old version or like the new version. So here we go. Let me turn the metronome off. Let's open this. So that's playing completely normally. The default behavior for this and many sequences was that if I start to try and play the transport from anywhere within these sustained MIDI notes, you won't hear anything until it comes back around and triggers the next set, or you go back to, say, here. This is very time consuming. You know, you have different options, of course. You can just go in and convert. You can bounce it in place, convert it to an audio track, etc. But say if you don't want to do that and you want to work with your MIDI, which is fine, which is what most people probably want to do, you'll see nothing happens when it plays. Now it'll pick up again here. So what you have to do is go and change something. If you go to options here and go to, playback and recording, it's the first one there. You want to switch on chase notes during playback, and quantize notes during recording is fine. And now what will happen is wherever I start here, so not just at the beginning, but if we go to, say, I don't know, here, this is halfway through this MIDI. Normally it wouldn't play, but now it does. Or here. And that, I tell you, I kid you not, that is such a massive, massive deal. It should also be mentioned that Reason it's got over 90 instruments and effects, which is the internal stuff, you know. I mean, I'm not affiliated with Reason. I'm not whatsoever, not at all. And I use the subscription service, so I think it's great, Reason Plus, because it gives me free stuff. It gives me free stuff every week, which is really brilliant. And I've access to the latest features as soon as they come out. So if I'm looking for if there's new device released, it's automatically added to my subscription. And there's loads of stuff involved in the subscription now as well. Not just with Reason. There's some stuff from Lander, who now own Reason, and all that other cool stuff. So it's good. I think it's good. And of course, the option just to cancel anytime you like, and all your projects are saved. You save them on your desktop, obviously. So when you decide to resubscribe, when you want to do some work with it, it's absolutely fine. It's all still there. Right. Let's carry on, shall we? I love Reason's instruments as well, the built-in stuff. I think it's awesome. Let me just delete that clip. I think I'm going to just start a new one as well. So this one he's got this. I'll open up the instrument and show you. I put the new reverb, the new reverb algorithm called Cable Gold on this. So it's very cool, eh? Using the Humana instrument. From Sound Down, which is all the vocal stuff. But if I switch off if I just bypass the sweeper, that's doing all that very cool. That's very smart, that is. Lovely. And obviously, not hardly any DSP being used whatsoever. In fact, nothing's not even registering. And I've got my screen recorder running as well, and it's connected to the internet. So, very efficient. Although I have got 32 gig of RAM. Very nice. So many cool instruments in Reason. This is the complex one synth, by the way. This is where I start to get lost in sound design with Reason. This is so good for it. So let's have a brief look at the... It's a very easy DAW to use Reason. It's super simple to get your head around it now. Even easier now. Let's quickly, I'll show you this as well. You've got your basically your master channel here, and don't forget, like I said, you don't even need to leave your sequencer view now. It's brilliant, really, what they've done. It's really well thought out. So here's your sends as well. Now your sends, of course, are viewable in the main rack if you go to like kind of the main view. Also, you can go to like the master section here, and these are your sends. You've got a Ripley delay and a see it's here, all first plate. This is the RV7000 reverb, and these are your returns. So when we mess with our returns, we're messing with these, but we can add more returns, of course. So let us go back to our, where are we? Our piano. And if we turn our plate on, or the ping pong, we can go and adjust that in the master section. We can just get to that here like this. Or we could change the actual preset here. And now we've got this 80s drum harmonizer on here now. But like I said, you can change the effect. It doesn't matter. Or we can just switch stuff. I very rarely, to be fair, use the sends in Reason. Very cool. And you can hear that that is using the shimmer. We can also freeze it. And kill it. Awesome stuff. That's a nice effect, that is. Let's just open the main preset channel. So we've got REQ as well. Different presets for tonal response. That's cool. So I'm going to throw in a Ripley on this. Okay, let's see what we've got going on in Ripley. Dark dub delay. Ripley's not new, by the way. Come out a couple of years ago, I think. Gotta look, you've got to dig into Reason before you even start to look at your VSTs in there. And that, I mean, we've got this now. This is one of the latest, the Osmium Distortion Matrix. Absolutely brilliant. In fact, we might try this with a different instrument, shall we? So let's go to instruments, and we've got let's see, something. Layers is cool. Something like Mimic. Let's put Mimic in. Okay, which is a very cool sampler. And you've got the exceptional monotone bass synth is really, really good. All this stuff's built in, you know, so. And everything you've seen today is you get with the subscription, Reason Plus subscription. Okay, let's see what we can add to this, shall we? So, oh yeah, the Osmium Distortion Matrix. Let's put that here. I mean, this is one of those. Let's just close that up a little. This is one of those super duper distortion units that kind of does everything. So we can hear that there, but we've got also we can add. And we can change the position. So we've got multi-band, we've got input. Let's put this first section on and the last section. I like that. Synchronous is an epic effect. It's been out years, this has. Before I go, I just want to do one more. Add this Scenic in. Scenic's really great. Guys, if you've watched this, sort of relaxed, look at Reason 4. Thank you very much. If you've watched it via the premiere, thank you. Please strike the like, subscribe to the channel, consider becoming a patron. And I really genuinely do hope you consider Reason if you're looking for some sort of new DAW, you know. because it really is fun. I think that's the main thing, really. Is it a fun DAW? Tons of instruments included. Of course, the ability to use all your own VSTs, etc. Take that off. Guys, I'll play a couple of patches from Scenic, and I will see you later. Ta-da!